Hello, famble them, and welcome once again to the Brunch Show brought to you courtesy of Radio Fry 97.1 FM. Me, your name, of course, na Lawrence Hedd. I want to say good morning. I want to say welcome to you. I want to say kushe for the fact that you first seen for the listen to we gladly say you can always listen to we. And also if you there some side of the provinces where they speak these different languages, I wish I sabi the all. Me I can want for come into the language there, but I promise when I say by the end of this year, I go don't do a lot when it comes to the language there. So, I could say Bua, I could say Bise, I also could say Kangoma unto you. And I pray say we all go continue for the gather, for the get them conversations there. So we I believe said on the help we all as individuals them and as citizens and as alone. I pray you're having a wonderful day, and I pray that this year so go even creates more opportunities than for me you day far more wonderful than it already is. So we want to go straight into the program. Of course, and I know say the Brunch Show, it's not the Brunch Show, the country you got your Radio Fry 97.1, and I also what we can do now forget serious conversation, which means say anytime you see me face or anytime you hear this voice. It means that we can't talk about something sober. Very, very important something what we believe say go help for build we as citizens them and build we as human beings them. But like how would they go into all of that day? I also want to encourage you quickly. Please, if you know say you just they listen to we and you don't they enjoy this program and you don't they benefit from the program, please I beg go now with Facebook page right now. I want you for just go to Facebook, you type Radio Fry and you go see the live link. Click on that link there. And what I want you for do now for share that link there to as many people them as possible where you believe say go definitely benefit from we conversation today. Usually, say we don't ever talk about anything where go benefit from. So even though I don't get the topic is, please, don't worry. And also, I also what they encourage say, you go tell you paddy, make it tell him paddy, make himself tell him paddy, make them join in on this conversation. Why? Because we are doing this to build Sierra Leone and build Sierra Leoneans. So we're not go fine for make you no more the benefits of that person able for. So for me, we go now into the conversation properly. We want for do like how we usually do with the statute of our God. So today we get we verse of the day and it comes from 1 Corinthians 12 from verse 4 to 6, and it says, Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit, and there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. And there are diversities of operations, but the same God which worketh all in all. I don't even think that. I really love the scripture. The scripture is just saying everything that we are about to talk about. See, there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. Even differences in administration, but what? We have the same God. And also diversities in so many other things. And I want it on in operations, in offices. But it is the same God that is doing everything. When we say, anytime you meet yourself in this world, if you say they do something totally different from what that other man they do, not means a different thing really you they do. It simply means say you do different side of the same thing. It say even if you get diversities of gifts, waiting, it say but now the same spirits that you they use for doing. So what's in that they show it? They show say it is the same God influencing you in your gift towards what he is about to do. So Papa God gets one will. And even if within a different aspects, if you they work in a bank, the other man they taught school, it not missing a totally different thing than God they try for do now with all life. It means say what thing they do and what thing you self they do, they contribute towards what thing Papa God they do. So basically, I believe that the best way that for broken down, for help all for understand, say we for appreciate what's in that other man they do, even if you feel like I say you own too significant or more significant than you own. Then of course we also get we quote of the week where we go once forget from we quote of the week come from James E. Forst, and he says some of our important choices have a timeline. If we delay a decision, the opportunity is gone forever. Sometimes our doubts keep us from making a choice that involves change. Thus, an opportunity may be missed. So waiting down in the show, we know that a lot of people them A lot of people them keep most of the time find themselves at that position where you go find out say anytime in Canada place where they for make a decision we go me say change get for Canada life or get for really affects their life in a different way. They don't want they don't like you know not used to change. And they find them very difficult to make them decisions and they but within this person they have for help with for say James E. First, he say we for make haste for make them decision, enough waste them, not afraid, not delay. Why? Because opportunities them can come with timeline, time frame. If the time for the opportunity pass, it means that opportunity they might be gone forever. So not afraid for embrace change. Make sure say you begin for learn for embrace change so that you go able for maximize the opportunities them where they come your way. So of course, say usually after we can don't talk, but we quote off the day now we can know what's in at the topic. So what's in at the topic today? Jin 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 jin. Today we're talking about preference and diversity. We want to understand preference and diversity. Some people like even think say, well, they're totally different. Some can think say they're the same. Well, they can talk a lot about preference and diversity. And also say now, me nobody in the studio today. Of course, we have beautiful people in the studio, and I want to allow them for make them introduce themselves because I am telling you, we have a lot going on in the studio today. We have a very, very beautiful lady. Very kind self, the lights everyone go off. But we try our best for and we go for humble. We just embrace in glory. And of course we go with brother, we've been calm. Bless you with a lot of wisdom there. The last time we've been calm. And we are going to learn a lot from these people in this conversation today. We want to understand preference and diversity. Why make we for embrace them? Why make an important thing for economic and societal growth with the Kano today? So yes, I will start with the ladies first. So I will start with the lady on my right. Please introduce yourself, ma'am.
Good morning, viewers out there. My name is Jessica Pratt.
Okay, Jessica Pratt. I like the fact that you just don't give no money, Jessica Pratt. Can we please know something interesting about you? We want to know more about you.
Okay, I'm a student, second year, the College of Theology, Management and Church Training Center for Wesley State.
Okay.
A member of the Students' Union government. I'm the Minister of Social Welfare.
Wow. Okay, everything you talk so very, very, very strict and official. Can we know something fun about you?
Well, just I like to sing, although I don't know how to sing, but I love it.
You love to sing?
Yes.
Oh, but you don't know how to sing. Hey, yeah. God now God can be over the sing. It is well. Anyway, I love that. Also, we have a brother in the studio. Can you please introduce yourself, sir?
Good morning, viewers. Good morning, listeners out there. I'm Philip Isaac Mori Vandi Jr., the president of the College of Theology and Management and Church Training Center, and also the PRO for Syndrome of Entrepreneurship and Consultancy Company. And stay positive and stay blessed. I just want to say a special morning to everybody in Freetown and those who are in the provincial areas, listeners out there. Stay positive and stay blessed as we continue the program.
Wow. It make I feel like now in the host the program. Sorry. I love it. Actually, I like the way you go. Sorry. It's really nice. For me, the kind of man who will get at the studio. This man and man will don't worry, we are all going to learn today. We have a lot to learn from them. And until they almost experience and get experience in entrepreneurship, they get experience in theology. And also theology now one of the most, I would say, richest fields them of education because of course you get a lot for learn. I would say records go back and back and back and back and back in time. They have a lot of wisdom to share with us today. And how they can talk but preference and also they can talk about routine. Diversity. I also want to remind you now. So there's a focus for this month. Last month, remember, I said we talk about history, culture, and heritage. This month, we are paying more attention to what? Civic responsibility and also personal development. Civic responsibility and personal development. So they can say now they can talk about this whole phenomenon of preference, and they can talk about also diversity. We want to help you to understand how that they flow in context of civic responsibility, in context of which is self-development. When you want to think about civic responsibility, you get to understand what it means in the first place. And for me, say civic responsibility is simply, I would say, the responsibilities of a citizen of a country. What you as a citizen of a country is expected to do by law. What you is expected of you by law. So of course, when you think about civic responsibility, you get to think about the fact, say, you have different types of civic responsibility. You have, for example, you have civic duties. Civic duties are like where they talk about, say, well, I say, for example, one example of civic duty would be, say, pay your tax. Simple. Paying of taxes, that's civic duty. Another thing where you go see as civic duty go simply be like responding to summons by the court of law. Nobody know the way the court of law for tells you go to sign over, and that is your civic duty. Why is it a civic duty? It's because you do not have a choice in that one. You are obligated to fulfill that. But now, when it comes to civic responsibility, there's another version of civic responsibility, and this is the one that we're talking about. It is the one that you are not obligated to do. It's just responsibilities that is given unto you as a citizen. Talk and pankrigo go mean. It means saying that responsibility where we all na salon. Suppose for the do where we get as Sierra Leoneans, as Salomon, what you for do as Salomon at the country, and I'm gonna be civic responsibility. Like for example, I not believe say and clean salon in responsibility for keep salon clean. Civic responsibility means say you supposed to keep your own place clean, and as long as you place clean, salon they clean. These are things that we have to think about. There are so many different portions of civic responsibility where you get for pay attention to. And another thing we get for also watch about personal development. Personal development could simply mean how you as a human being, how you as mortal man, they grow, how you they increase and improve by the thing the way you they do, whether it be for talk, for do you work, how you they relate to become mortal man, how you they think, how you they act, how you they respond to criticism, how you they respond to anything. If we watch them and say, the man where I've been be yesterday, am I the same man today? And if the answer is yes, that means that you get work for do. See, when you say personal development is you looking inward and saying, I've been good at this yesterday. How can I be better at it today? Or I've been bad at this yesterday. How are they begin for approach being better at it today? That's so you watch personal development. But now we bring in preference and diversity inside this context. So we can ask. I want to ask you a very important question. I don't know. I want to go down if I want to leave this first. Or now, I want to do it by rank. But I don't know. But however, we go down. I want to ask. Firstly, what more just broke their word there first? Preference and diversity. What you go say first? Now preference.
Well,
okay, ladies first.
Yes, I would say ladies first because I'm one in there. But preference na an idea, opinion, you thought as an individual, like you yourself, not so person for can force you.
Okay.
Which you they think now, which you they think, which you believe, and which you they reason.
Okay. What you personally believe?
Yes. What you personally believe and what you they think, and now you able for processor.
Okay. What about you, sir? What you go say na preference?
Well, preference in the content, I would say preference refers to a choice.
Okay.
A choice where you make, or a link where you get from one thing over the other.
Okay.
Like, for example, you will say you give preference to this particular individual, for certain reason, for certain factors where you do believe, say, that person didn't have the position more better than the other person, or any other thing of walks of life. So I believe, say, preference is a link and a choice where you make as an individual.
Okay.
For actualize something.
All right.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. I would say everything gonna just talk. So just the pinpoint exactly if you not try for like broken down. I like the fact that you talk Creole because they help with more. Me, I dey try my best by the way family they try for the Creole. So no more the English Creole character we is no more small. But another easier way to say to understand preference is for me watching this way. Preference simply na like a way you say I prefer this style over the other thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean say preference they speak say there are many options. There are actually alternatives. But you get what you personally go like. Just like a way you say, woman them. You go meet up woman the way really them prefer for wear crepe. For no reason they don't really want to wear high heel. Then you get the other one and then them preference. What is they really like na high heel? If you for me meet up them pan crepe. Now if you buy go see like na something happen, you say, hey, what's happening? When they gonna wait past something? You don't have meet up them and they will then no more they like. Then they na salon just like how no more will get someone will go say, me I like soft drink. I need a drink nothing past soft drink. Now in preference. You don't want any of that thing. Some man say, well, me I need a drink soft drink. Why? I don't like sugar. Sugar not fine for the body. So my own preference now water. So they show you say soft drink na bad thing, or they show you say I ill na bad thing, crepe na bad thing. It just means say this man here so in go say in like this, the other man say in like that. Just like how my man use the wawa believe say all man as salon go really able to relate to it. Like how most of we in salon we prefer cassava leaf. If you left away, like cassava leaf will like over fertile leaf. Almost of we in salon like look. I don't meet up beaucoup people like as you ask them almost like this salon man that the comment in and the way ask them. Hey, what's your favorite soup? Cassava leaf. What's your favorite? Wait, I do watch me so you don't like cassava leaf?
Oh, me not my favorite actually. Yeah.
Wow, what do you like?
Me, I prefer potato leaf. If you keep potato leaf for the rest of the week, I don't get why as long as na potato leaf. Whether na pamine, whether na oil, whether na pema, as long as na potato leaf.
Wow. Wait, talking about that, what about you? Mr. Vandy.
Well, I like cassava leaf.
Man, step in general.
I like cassava leaf.
Man, they like they just get that one thought. They say cassava leaf.
No, me, I begin really like cassava leaf until I begin for understand. Because 10 I can begin for watch for anytime they eat, they check really good, but I would say the positives. And I can't find out say potato leaf get far more positives than cassava leaf because of course,
according to studies.
Yes, it help blood, it help a lot of different things. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, at least man they eat something in medicine than they sick and they go burn other medicine. So that's why I say prefer potato leaf. But anyway, long story short, at least we don't understand when are the difference. We all don't say cassava leaf to bad thing. But some man like potato leaf. You know. So now that way now the best and the simplest way that I believe so going for watch preference. But what about the other word? Diversity. What do you go say na diversity?
Diversity na the process like after we don't think all then thing where you don't get your choice, your opinion, how you process then thing then within yourself. Like in a daily life, everything around you, how you process that for making be that unique thing. Yeah.
I like the word where you use process. I like that process part of it. They come back to you. What about you, Mr. Vandy?
Well, when we talk about diversity, as you say, you know, I don't speak English. As you say, it's a natural phenomenon. And when we talk about diversity, it refers to the presence of a wide range of human attributes or quality within a group, an organization, or society. Because this quality, will include the race, the ethnicity, the gender, or sexual orientation, age, or either socio-economical status or religious or background. Yeah. So when we talk about diversity, it's a worldwide something.
It's very wide. Very wide.
It talks about the attribute, you understand, of an human being. It talks about how you relate within your organization, within your community, within any walks of life. So I think diversity, then within that content.
In that context.
Yes. With time we'll go for break and now.
Will they break and now?
Yeah.
So like me, I just defend ways for make them very easy for all to understand because of course we don't say we have a lot of people that are listening. That some mango they go sometimes we don't use them the big.
Yeah, they will. They make
big.
So I feel like I said the best way for put diversity in context for anybody to understand would be diversity simply mean variety.
Yeah.
It don't mean say like you get for choose per se. Like our preference mostly they show say you are
You therefore
selecting
choose,
something.
select,
over another.
Diversity is embracing difference. Diversity is like saying, we say, I like soup. He say, who soup you like? He say, me, all the soup
all
there.
soup na soup,
na
and they
soup.
eat
So, like, diversity is talking about so many different options, but them all coming into fusion to be one thing. So, when you say variety, mean you talk about beaucoup different things, them being one. But just like a way you say, hey, whose plazas you like? He say, me, na mixed plazas. I was you know they mix up. Okay. You know they even mixed plazas. You just alone. You don't have people mixed plazas. Oh my brother, you have not yet lived. You don't understand. you don't get it.
They even mix cassava leaf and potato leaf.
Thank you.
Then they mix green and potato leaf.
Okay.
Then they mix different.
Okay, because I don't get to come across on side they don't mix potato leaf with beans.
Yes.
Okay.
Now they mix plazas.
Now you are getting it. You know they go na cookie shop.
No, I
don't.
The man they talk like that. See this guy.
No, listen.
Please, this guy.
No, not for that. They listen.
So you want
I go cookie bafa, but like I don't ever come across like this. What they talk about a personal home which I don't live. You know, like from barracks, Waterloo, Benguma barracks. We don't get that kind of mix up plazas where they make potato leaf and beans. But I never witness it like like cookie bafa. I never eat it cookie bafa.
My brother,
I don't eat them. I don't one day eat them.
You know. So now man don't take no say it's cookie. Well, yes we do. We do. Yeah, no.
No, me say they eat a cookie bafa
because this is radio fry. No, it means say would they embrace diversity. You know, say fry now one of the food the winner for all man.
Yeah.
You also know but not the one we need fry. You never notice that, eh?
Yeah.
Nobody know they. You know why? No matter how eat you eat, at the end of the day, they go for fry fish.
Yes.
They go for fry chicken.
So now fry na general term.
No, fry is everywhere. You know that any country there is fry. You can't have done. So we local party, they meat we would they make would they fry with sausage, would they fry with plantain. Just anytime you go, you they see fry, and that is just what we are. Now make and call it waiting. Fry. Now make we do notice say you they see we all side. We just start, bro. Just in case you don't know, this is Radio Fry 97.1 FM, the biggest radio network right in a salon, and we talk about today waiting preference and diversity. We just don't like give a little bit of a background of waiting preference go feedback like and waiting diversity they feedback like, so at least nobody no goes confused, so they can really go into the context of how it relates with civic responsibility. But I like the fact that we don't talk about that anyway. But the question now I get for ask is waiting really you go say that the clear difference between preference and diversity. What do you go say? Remember when we talk, we will say preference now that like a way you say you choose one
thing over
the it's not
other.
let pass.
Yes,
that one
definitely.
Day.
And
Fine.
when we talk about diversity now in the content, it's you having something that you know go say, hey, this one I the left hand for this one, and wait till you choose, you understand, over another team now than in a preference. But diversity now, in a situation where in all the try for practice something, but all the kind of one unanimous agreement and one junction, and they try for say, oh, this man then a different tribe, for example. It belongs to the Mende, the Timini, the local, then get the young practice. But the main aim, you understand, and for them to make sure say they will actualize them culture or in tradition. So there is no way you been looking at them say no value. Okay. You understand? Okay. Or no useful. Okay. Or because they didn't in diverse way or in diverse world, you understand? They don't make any sense to you because they belong to any ethnicity or any gender or whatever. So if we talk about preference in this content, now waiting you to make a choice willingly over something. Although sometimes it varies, like for diversity and for choice as well. And for diversity and preference as well. They have something related, but they have differences. Diversity, there is no choice. Preference, now you they make a choice. Well, if we talk about civic responsibility in the content of preference, you get for make sure say you make a sober choice. Therefore, just make choice. No many I'll say, well, I go eat cassava leaf over Dande. Now you talk say you go read, you do a proper research and try for no say potato leaf more better than cassava leaf. No mean say not fine. Health wise. Yeah. And our health go make we move. You understand? So in civic responsibility of diversity, it's very critical because in a situation where you get for be careful. Okay. Or make sure say you do the right thing. You not judge people by then diversify position or diversify role or diversify
Personal
things what they
interest.
do.
Yeah.
You understand? And in different places. So I think it has differences, but they have something related. I don't know if you can
Yeah, I
agree
know.
with me.
That's the
Yeah.
thing about diversity and
Yeah.
preference, It's easy to get the two mixed up. Why? Because to a certain extent, both of them, then they deal with something we could call choice.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not always choice for diversity. Sometimes for diversity, you would not be opportuned to make a choice to find yourself in a place of diversity. Like, for example, let's think about one example of preference and diversity. You can choose for, say, me from today, I will be Christian and not be Muslim again. Or I be Muslim and I be Christian. Then it can be a choice where you able for make.
Yeah.
But you not see you no go for choose for be. You know go say from today, even though I born and raised a man inside Mende
Yeah,
line.
we change it now.
Tomorrow I'll just boss me na Creole. It happen, so why? In that one day, there is no room for choice in it. When I can find, mostly you will find examples of that in diversity because you can be born as a Sierra Leonean.
Yes.
You shouldn't
In
say
nature.
it's just where you were born.
Yes.
You can be born as Mende. You can be born as Creole. That to a certain extent shows diversity. Why? Because there are other tribes in Sierra Leone, there are other ethnic groups in Sierra Leone. So will you say because you are born Creole or you are born Mende is a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing. It just means that it is one thing out of the variety that Sierra Leone has. So you being Shabro or you being Kuranko, you being Yalunka, it's not a bad thing. It's just showing that we have a lot in Sierra Leone to offer. And if you watch, if for just help people understand, say, at the end of the day, there is one umbrella that it all falls under, and that is what? Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone, yeah.
So you see, that is why when we say diversity, we're talking about paying respect to the individual, I will say, entities them. Like, for example, if we use ethnic group them or tribes them as example, yes, you they pay very good respect to the Creoles. You go pay very good respect to the Mendis, the Temnis, the Limbas, and all of that. You are not saying one is better than the other. No, you are giving them their individual respects. But even as you are giving them their individual respects, you are paying attention to the full picture. So it's not about just one. It's about what all of them comes together to provide. So you say diversity. You say variety.
Yeah.
You see? But when you say preference now, it's like you are saying now, ma choose span the all one. Well, to a certain extent, I would say we don't bring a lot of issues there. Like if we could think about in terms of politics, you get some people there, some tribes that are but we a specific party they no more than they do.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they encourage person from other tribe inside them party then they based on. But so how he be gets a choice in outside them born. In a born Canada the world.
Yeah.
Now he born himself.
Say nature.
Then now you can say not for B parts because or yes not for we no more the Mende there or we not for we no more the Creole there or not for we no more the Fuller there. Now the person in choice, it be choose God by force. I want for marry this picky, so I want born this because we don't hear a lot of things that like that the way they say certain tribes and then allow certain tribes therefore married into their tribe. Why? And say and so no more then not inside the inside the tribe no more than they married. And all of that is talking about preference rather than talking about diversity. It's showing that they are making a choice that this is what we prefer. But even at that, you get to also accept, say, there is really not, there is an extent we go say preference will become harmful or look negative. But preference in itself is not supposed to be negative. Why? Because the cow talk just not about cassava leaf and potato leaf. Its preference say Jessica like potato leaf over cassava leaf. It not mean say cassava leaf not a bad thing. And I don't believe say they go and pass and say, you're not come be a cassava leaf. How cassava leaf there so? You done it?
No.
Thank you. If person eats cassava leaf, you manage some because of that?
No.
In fact, the man where they eat cassava leaf and like cassava leaf, now I can cancel it. So
Yes.
So it is showing us that preference in itself is not meant to be bad.
Yeah.
But there are men that make preference
to be
a
bad.
bad thing.
Yeah.
That's the problem, you know.
Yes.
There are people that are making preference so much of a bad thing that diversity is losing its
responsibility and
yeah,
its right.
it's losing its place, it's losing its influence in Sierra Leone. You go see when we talk about civic responsibility now, here you want for bring diversity, you want for bring preference into her. You go see we are struggling with something as a nation, but we want for handler as a tribe, or one for handler as a specific group of people.
Yeah.
And it work that way. It work that way. Why? Because we are Sierra Leone. We are not Fullers. We are not Limbas. We are not Yalumkas. We are Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone.
So everything that will affect Sierra Leone will affect all these individual ethnic groups
group or
and tribes.
or whatever.
So we have to come to the place where we accept, say, there is a healthy way of embracing both of these things. There is a healthy way of approaching preference. There is a healthy way of approaching what diversity. But now we get to know how we approach it. So you see, so the question now wow for reach now to what you go say that the healthy way, when you go say that the positive ways, where we as Salomon for begin for think of for approach anything there so our of course preference and diversity, because one can go into civic responsibility a bit after that question, but I really want for me to begin think about that this small. We'll just get a short background on that. What do you think would be the positive way for I begin for approach preference?
Firstly, we go say we need for change we mindset.
Okay, I like that.
We get for belief say we all are one, and everybody opinion matters.
Okay.
And everybody in belief matters. Because if you live in a community, like for example, me na Fula, you na Creole, this na Limba, we for able to make one decision, we for come together and reason and make a positive change for that community. We not for be biased with we say for say no, me and you not so the same side we come on, me and you not so the same thing we believe in. We for all get one mentality for push we community go before.
Yeah.
Secondly, we for believe say we all na human being. Whether you na man, whether you na woman, we all na human being, and we all either you be man or you be woman. We all get a flesh, and we all get one black skin. No matter whether you want shin or you don't want shin, we all get one black skin. So we all na mother man. We for see ourselves like a family, a brother and sister, and we for learn for listen to opinion and decision and changes. Which now they really they affect we working place or we schools them, because I know go to my idea say I want for build this, then they say no build this. You need just quick for react to something. Where you want be a person where they able for change society, you get for listen. Then they your opinion, then they your suggestion, then they your desire, una all come together and be like one. So like with that they will not able for get a positive change and no so na all na one person, and everybody in opinion and in choice they really matter.
Wow. Me I be feel say this woman also go go down for we one night take online make a one now for we. It just summarize everything. I really like the way you brought it together, and I like the fact say you really highlight unity in everything where you say, because I be listening to the word down there for everything where you say, just coming to merging together, unity, being one, being uniform in our pursuits, in our endeavors, in our goals. And I believe that has been a challenge. It don't be a problem in Salon for quite a while, where everything just and some man keep facing a tribe that the preference and diversity issue stop, but it goes way beyond that. But anyway, we can't go back into that. But I say you get something for saying, Mr. Vandy.
Yeah, in addendum to that, and in addition to it in Madam Pratt say, we look at accessibility. Yeah, for preference. You get for make sure say you give everybody access, to in choice so you want for make. You understand? For himself or for community as a whole. Because why you give them the accessibility, you don't give them an open mind, you understand, for say what you want for say. Or for make your own decision, or for do what you want for do. Even though you as an individual or as a community or whatever view, they think and say, oh, this kind of choice or this kind of preference or this particular individual want for make in order in line. But you give them access for make you say out in mind. Because if you look at a diversified world, everybody is important. in diversity. Now your wall, now your walk of life, either be blacksmith, either be cobbler for make sure everybody.
Yeah.
So you give people this preference, you understand, to make their choice and to foresee what they want to say. You understand? Yeah. Then again, we have to be accountable.
Wow.
Okay, accountability comes. Now, why I talk about accountability, then give you a small community wherein you don't make a preference. Preference can be a problem again where you look in a community. Say this na certain problem where they happen. Make I bring people and make them bring the ideas them together and they will make a difference. Then they don't give you that opportunity. You don't meet with community stakeholders and I don't discuss or whatever view. And from at the end of the day, waiting for actualize or for meet at a one goal just because of tribalism or nepotism, you understand, or favoritism. Again, if you favor this against the other, you understand? Then when I just sit down, like I can say to we safe, now we no more, then at this segment, then when I try for make a wrong decision for not accepting people. You understand? So that means you are not accountable. And as a steward, what we mean by steward, you understand, as somebody we get for give account of something. So making preference a remarkable something, you get for make sure say you be accountable. You give an account. You have to be steward of whatever thing you do in our life. Choice is important, but we're looking at cassava leaf for president if it's a primary sector. But if we are looking at the secondary sector of preference, is where you give accessibility and accountability. You have to be steward to yourself and the environment as a whole. Because civic responsibility they talk about to country specifically say alone. Everybody get for be make sure say he accountable, he have to be responsible. So if you look at preference, everybody have to be responsible again in your own way, in your own content or in your own field. So I think say with accountability, accessibility, your stewardness, I think you'll be able to make a good positive impact in the life of people, in your own life, because they don't give you that preference. Why? There are certain people that need to mingle or mix with certain group of people. Mention when I talk about preference and I talk about diversity within your organization, within you this. Although we are targeting preference, we didn't come yet to diversity. But I'm just looking at the nature of it.
Okay.
People and they give them kind privilege and they misuse them. So people just can thought it fit say the one they are people they want not just get for mingle with because these are people we not get integrity. Okay. These are people we not value people. So with that kind of mindsets, then the way people and say as Madam Pratt say, because the mindset na a whole book and a whole record in store. Where if Motaman not able for changing mindset, it will find them very difficult for B who that a one for B of two himself or community or create any impact because the mindset gets a role for play. So you as an individual, we want to make a preference or make a good choice. Not only depends on choice, you have to be an example. But then you say you didn't have a lead in front for make sure say something positive happen. So I think this few point will be in place for people to have a better understanding on how they be able to work together, to be united, to have good interactions, with people and all. Because diversity, it's a broad thing. You don't ever hear they say people that they work in a diverse world, they meet with different people, they interact, they communicate, because you learn. Yeah. You learn. Where we there, I learn from you, you learn from me. But if you just stay back and say, me, I'm the Mr. No, that man they because they mende or timini, I not for talk with him, ethnicity or tribalism or whatever. As you say, it's a natural phenomenon. I'm not born for la be mende, I'm a mende Vandy. I'm not born for be mende. But God choose it. I was here talking about character a few weeks ago. I mentioned say God plan everything in our life. Okay? They tell you for born, they tell you make you mama they can too. So this is something Sierra Leoneans to take note of.
When you talk about diversity from that context, it helped me you just brought to mind a very, very, very important point also when you're thinking about diversity is accepting that to a certain extent, diversity is celebrating difference.
Yes. That's for sure.
Preference is only focusing on your own opinion, your own choice. Yeah. Whilst diversity is celebrating difference. And a very, very, I would say, very, very known person say something. Her name is actually Karen Draper, and she says, diversity does not look like anyone. It looks like everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which means you have to come to the place where you start paying attention to the full picture rather than focusing on a portion of the picture. When we think about Sierra Leone, don't just think about Freetown. Think about all the districts.
Yeah.
And when you think about Sierra Leone, don't just think about the people you know in Sierra Leone. Think about all the people that you don't know and their different situations, circumstances, and the realities of their lives. You will see people that will say they're citizens of Sierra Leone, they're humanitarians, they're helping and all of that. But they've never even been to the provinces. They've never seen the reality of the man that does not have opportunity of education. They don't want to say me I step out of my comfort zone and go understand what's me comping. We were all two born inside the same country where they say Freetown, land of the free. What's it they go through? You reach now some Zion and Salon and you will know that if people like I say the land of the free and Freetown is stopped. We reach some side and upline. I don't go lie, bro. God, I was humbled. I can't have me host. I tell my mama thank you. And I saw a better I was like, God, this is mercy. Because I could have been born in a place where education is not found.
Yeah.
And if I don't turn farmer, if I don't turn other thing, is it my choice? No.
No.
It is what diversity brings. And inside that diversity, it's God's will that some people are born like that. And why? It's because he knows that some people should be farmer. Why some people should be bankers? Why some people should be lawyers? Why some people... Imagine, say, we all now be in this world. Now be farmer. Or we all inside this world. Now be doctor. How will they eat?
Would I go?
We all the healthy, but not with it.
Problem.
Would I
follow.
go do this?
Yeah.
Would I go do that?
Imagine, say, we all in the world. Now be banker. Who that they go find the money? Would they just sit on the bank? Would they watch for? They wait for money now. Nobody need to go find out. We just don't know. When they get customer outside and they fly there. Like, so think about it. The reason we make diversity so important now because it is also important that everybody has different interests. Why? Because these different interests contribute to our singular goal. So diversity they show we say one, there is a singular goal, and two, that there are many ways to reach that goal.
Yeah.
So if you only celebrate one way and you totally neglect the various other ways, no problem.
Yeah.
And that is one of the things that we're having issues with. For quite a while, remember we talk about this ethnic, we don't talk about the different tribes, and we don't talk about ethnic groups, them and all of that, how it affects diversity. You know that another thing that really brings diversity to light, well, I won't say diversity, preference, and this division where preference can count to light now, even just career.
Yeah.
You know that some people look down on some people based on the kind of jobs they do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's not true.
Definitely.
Just because until you might not don't go school.
Yes. Then they
No, go fast. Look them one the way they play salon there.
Thank
you. Majority. We say me you don't go once for making it near you. Because you go
but
say
they are also
they are
their civic responsibility. They are contributing.
We all are one, we all are Motaman, we all are Sierra Leonean.
You know,
we don't go once them around.
Something kind of in mind. Like I remember, God was teaching me something like 7 years ago. I've been Sap Wilkinson Road area by the White Pole side. And then I've been left my mind. Also, I said I will see life for myself. You know, all of those things. And I was so serious about my relationship with God that I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the day, it was really I'm good. That left where I left, so I've been a pastor. I've been good up with simply because I so wanted to grow, and for some reason, I that was the first season in my life in which I knew that God started talking to me. And one day, like a daddy, no matter go work, instead I be work at BBN, and I come out that door for go now office, and there came this crazy dude, the guy in a Chris man, and Osabi now Chris man like in dirty, and you know be just dirty, like you can literally see the fly and the falara. So you know before it can self, you begin for think how bad the smell get for me. You get you begin think about the thing, and this guy came close, like they work as straight, they can front also himself, they pass this, so like for just pass by we side them for go side where they go.
that guy, and the more they can near me, the more they feel irritated. The more they can near me, the more they resent. Oh my God, it was tough. But the guy, and the way he reached closest to me now, he make like he want to touch me. If you see where I make by that guy, I'm telling you something. I don't make by the guy don't like, I don't balance. I say, the guy's sitting and all of a sudden, I don't pass, the guy don't go now. And God reminded me of something. Say, what is the difference between you and this guy, Tommy? Say, the same love I love you, the same love I love her. He creates Baleka. He says, so me not see the Pameko. What's that they make?
It's the incense.
The only difference between some of we and Chris, man, Namasi.
Yeah. Definitely.
Some of we, the only difference between we and Chris, man. Now, God in mercy or in grace.
Yeah,
because the kind of pressure, the pressure on a common thing in salon. But yet till we can get the art for mixed style power will come in there. And from early day, I remember how bad I felt and how God helped me to repent from that thing. Because sometimes you just based on your current life situation, you begin to see differences between you and the next man. But just like what Bob Marley say, different colors.
Yeah.
One people.
Like
it don't matter what make that person then color different or what make that person then look different.
You see, I create my image and likeness.
You are still the same people.
Yeah.
Person we Chris and person we not Chris. Where you die in a grave they go.
Definitely. And sometimes
they Chris, then they live. Then they live longer than the one they wait normally.
And they tell you, if people are going to give them divine health.
And they eat all kinds of things and streets. So they eat the complete balanced diet. They say they die quick. They instantly alive. They roam around.
So just think about it. Think about how they they wonderful for us. And I don't tell them make you understand. Say, if God able for cater for Chris, man, why make we never for cater for we comping brother and sisters there? We sometimes the only difference between we and them sometimes an ethnic group or career choice.
Yeah.
Man, there are many things that will make you say one person is different from the other. Let me just give basic differences. Of course, we have values.
Yeah.
Like somebody go value some man they really value how you they talk, how you they guess, how you they decide that. Some man not value that. What's in value na contribution. So man don't care how you look. You can look as far as you can. But how much are you being an influence and impact? Do you know that we have Sierra Leoneans that dress more than they do?
Of course.
Definitely.
We got some man that if they don't come out, they feel like they change scene in the country. Not saying for nobody.
Yeah.
Then that guy where basically they dress basic no more come on those sometimes so guy look different. In the part help beaucoup man there.
Yeah.
In the part create jobs, create trade, encourage man that will be there down, and things like that. And you go watch, you go say, hey, that other one with the rest Boku in is successful. Then this way look, but in the eyes of God, is it true? No. Why? Because his value is different from this other man's value. This man's value is self-image. That other man's value is impact.
Yeah.
So you see, you ever think about the things that they make we as man different? Another thing we ever think about when they make we different now, like practices. Like for example, there is a way where me go choose for celebrate if something good happen for me. There's a way where other man go choose for celebrate. Like if good happen to me right now, they go, go to church, I go bring celebrate, give testimony. Some man at club.
You go enjoy. But that doesn't mean. But that doesn't mean that particular individual.
You know what I'm saying about
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Someone can make like I say just because then gets God. And the other man, you know they go church or you know they go mosques. In that in the alaki, this is. Is that how God sees people? No. The Bible says for God so loved the world.
What He gave.
So now all my love, you know say I love the one that with the kind of mosques or the one that with the kind of church. It say the world. So can you imagine? And also you ever think about things like activities there where they make people then different. Some man waiting or I will say activity. Some man na football anytime you want to look for her, they just go Usai they. Some man anytime you want friend na host in there. Some man if you all man gets your interest. Another thing back when they make people then different interest. Like just like how they talk about that. So some man na football na they interested in.
Yeah.
Some man na draft. All man get your own game where they make you feel for some man your own game if you talk to men in a phone game.
Yeah.
Why? Play. Because you like for day one. Everybody gets your own preference. Another thing where they make people and different personality. Like you go say me na extrovert. You me na introvert. Or me na ambivert. Extrovert means saying a person will like for go out.
Yeah.
Introvert means saying somebody will just like for day to himself. Ambivert means saying somebody where you there in the middle. So saying they come out. So saying they come out. If the mood they up or the mood not they up. These are differences. And then different personality traits they talk about it help you for get preferences. It show you what you for what you know for what. If you're not somebody way, like for day to yourself. As I be talk, you know who friend that person like for the way that introvert they like for go watch football and cinema. They rather spend that extra money, they buy television, you watch an house. Why? It's just not able to other person. Is it a bad thing? No, it's just a kind of person. So we see the way they make people then different. Like for example, I will not talk about career just now. Also another thing where they make people then different with some man of giving yourself and challenges. You know, say sometimes the reason they make the speed where you they gonna start something with the speed that the man they gonna start something with. Now the fact say waiting the money here, waiting the money are not the same.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Not the same. I just like you say if you don't be problem.
Someone explain you for same problem, You forget your maybe the money.
I tell you.
You focus on how for help and for let's solve your problem.
I tell you.
Because there are certain difficulties in life that leads you will make you push. And there are certain obstacles. And challenges are obstacles are meant for us. Can you agree with me? They are meant for us. They are not meant for nobody. They are meant for us. But the problem here is how will you face in these challenges and difficulties?
Well, that they can do. They can't talk about
that. Make you move more. Yeah. But I just want to mention something quick. A global icon, Nelson Mandela, former president of South Africa, said, "Let there be." It talks about diversity. You know, in a way they preach about peace and all.
Yeah.
It was also giving some preference about diversity. He said, "Let there be justice for all, and let there be peace for all. Let there be work, bread, water, and salt for all. Let each know that for each the body, the mind, and the soul, he has been freed to fulfill themselves." So this is trying to say that there must be justice for everybody.
Yes.
Regardless how the person day, na Christmas, or na person way no God, peace for him within everybody. That is what he do believe, and that is the way it's supposed to be. I may say let there be bread and water. Nobody not for be deprived from them things then they. But Mickey always say people them na life. If there are certain people now then be they give rain for their income. My brother, what's an rich na use? If na person be they make sound come or we close not the dry. Specific. I know what I'm saying. That's why God is so wise in us enough. He's a special God. He make natural things.
Yeah.
Where we are not today. We can dig water well now. Or don't have for my come. We can dig water well and put it inside rubber and sell, and that's up to us. But when they can say they eat free on, they eat fry they eat day. So you see, there is no barrier to that. So
Nelson Mandela is you don't do that way. Although time look don't catch up. We can go for a very short break right now. Of course, when I don't say usually we can go for a short break. I don't time that. But I want from left number something that you mind. One, I need you for member saying the second half of the program we can usually open the phone line so maybe before give contribution. The number we go get for call now 088-971-971. They're talking about 088-971-971. Just keep an eye in your mind, and also we'll come back. You will get for call and give contribution. But always we don't talk so. As he say, it bring we back to always in that scripture where they talk.
Definitely.
We start with where they talk about with different contributions them, but at the same thing there. And they read them back quickly. There we go. It says. Let me just look at it quickly, and it was coming from 1 Corinthians. Yes, and it says. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit, and there are differences in administration, but the same Lord, and there are diversities of operations, but the same God that worketh all in all. I'm gonna no say all things are the same I end with. So no matter what would they do, how different would they do, how much difference they in with contributions, are the same to all they work out towards as Sierra and as human beings. Stay tuned to Radio Fry till we come back and I say tata.
Now you can send mobile money with no sonko, only with Afri Money. Ileko you want send 5, 10, 50 or 5,000 leons or even more with no sonko. Yes, anytime, any day, every day, any side you in a salon, free with Afri Money. No go outside and the pinch pan the lily where you want send. Avoid sonko. Use AfriMoney. Dial *161 *1 # for send mobile money free. AfriMoney to AfriMoney. For no more, call 161. AfriMoney. No sonko.
Use AfriMoney for free. No sonko.
Some people don't know what's in this up these days. They don't even they call check on me these days. They don't know if I'm okay, now they check on me these days. They don't know if I'm happy, now they check on me these days. Yeah. They go only show you love when you gone, but they don't know say this life not by turn. Show me love. Show me love, the time when me there alive. Show me love, show me love, the time when me there alive. Now when I'm gone. Show me love, now when I'm gone. Show me love. They watch you like say, then I know you. Now your problem carry angle, nobody not go show up. Nobody you go find them alone, nobody not go help me, yo. This war where we let people know I help, not so we dey fight them they go. My best friend is the only one who brings out the best in me. Yes, I need someone who go invest in me. Show me love, show me love, the time when me there alive. Show me love, show me love, the time when me there alive. Now when I'm gone. Show me love, show me love, now when I'm gone.
Final cut media. It's a mother way. Jungle no go make me run away. It's a mother way. As we come now, so we get for go. God go judge you for the things you know. So pay the credit and the debt you owe. Life going before you know. You just they giving me back on because you see me the balcony. You don't forget yourself, say, and the success begin with story of agony. Better you see me today than you find me tomorrow. I dey beg you today, like you no beg me tomorrow. Uro man kami di, imbaga man plane mi. Isuedo. Consider me, Uro man kami di, bag man plane me. Isuedo, consider me. Today me na nothing, tomorrow I be somebody. Anything I touch you, go turn money. I fit shout say, now you son mommy, cause now you blessing, so now you turn honey. Them say this life na gift, so make use of it. Why I for pass you suck teeth, now you negative thought or habit. This life not too thin. Whether you short tall but a good thing. And for the good, you for the good thing. Whether you not Christian or you not Muslim. Better you see me today than you find me tomorrow. Consider me right now, no be later. I dey beg you today, like you no beg me tomorrow. I say consider me now, be later. Uro man come di. Man plan me. This way though, consider me. Uro man come di. Man plan me. This way though, consider me. You just give me macaroni because you see me the balcony. You don't forget yourself, say any success begin with story of agony. Oh my no way, oh my no way. I believe it's our way. Oh my no way, oh my no way. Believe in Yahweh.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Hello, and welcome once again to The Brunch, brought to you courtesy of Radio Fry 97.1 FM. Of course, una no say me your name, na Lawrence Hedd. And anytime you see this face, anytime you hear this voice, it means that we can get a wonderful conversation. I want to say once again, good morning, Kaingoma, Seke, Kabo. So Una, please, I don't want to make you go away from this conversation. Yeah, so it's actually very electrifying. I don't begin to learn a lot from even we guests at the studio. And of course, just in case you only tune in now, this now, Radio Fry 97.1 FM, would they bring you a conversation through the Brunch show, and the conversation today we will talk about the topic today now preference and diversity. And even as we talk about that, so usually what we can do, we can open the phone lines on the second hour, but before we do all that day and go back into the conversation, I just want for me to get the verse of the day and the quote of the week. So the verse of the day again, they come out from 1 Corinthians chapter 12 from verse 4 to 6, and it says, now there are diversities of gifts, meaning there are different gifts, but the same Spirit, and there are differences in administrations, but the same Lord, and there are diversities of operations, but the same God which worketh all in all. Of course, when you say diversity of gifts, it shows that different gifts and they will multi-man and get one the same spirits and they use for function. And he said also different administration. Then when you mean say that different side them for function, different office system. Now then they will people they do so my office now farm, so my office now World Bank, whatever your office be, now your office. He said, but not the same God we always have. Then say at the same time there are different kinds of operations. Sometimes your operation means say na an F you get for all, or na cutlass you get for all, or na pen you get for all, or na mic you get for all, whatever you dey all how your operation they go. Say different, but what he said about the same God nine they walk through all sin. When me say no matter who say you find yourself in this world, now one thing goal really we get, even if not different in the way they do. Then, of course, we get the quote of the week where they come up from James E. First, and it says, some of our important choices have a timeline. If we delay a decision, the opportunity is gone forever. Sometimes our doubts keep us from making a choice that involves change. Thus, an opportunity may be missed. So, the easiest way to break this down, I'll tell you clearly. Please, no waste time for make decision in life. Not allow change. The fact say a decision might bring big change in your life where you might be uncomfortable with. For stop you from making a decision. You know why? Because opportunities there can come with time. And if the time for the opportunity pass, it means that opportunity there don't go. And you don't go ever find again. Please may we embrace difference and may we get courage for actually
take opportunities them where they can before we. So when we go back into the conversation, of course, we'll be talk about preference and diversities. And of course, not only one getting at the studio, so one for celebrating the wonderful people that were in our studio today. Can you please introduce yourselves? We start, of course, with the woman.
Jessica Pratt.
Okay, Jessica. After Jessica, we have.
Welcome back, Philip Isaac Mori Vandy Jr.
Yes, and the president of what do you say?
College of Theology.
So man tough. Enough funny. Enough. If you don't know, you go know. Anyway, so back to a conversation. Of course, we'll be talking about preference and diversity in the context of civic responsibility and self-development. And we'll be trying our best for just come back to the place of understanding how they work together. So, of course, just for round everything up quickly, because the phone lines are need for open, and I want for you from you, we want for him from you, one for learn from you. Is I'll just say one thing, and that is this. Preference and diversity is supposed to bring we all to the place of unity. Yeah. It's not supposed to bring a space or a divide in we. Why make us say so? Well, man, I think I will use the most simple way where we all can understand. You know, same we man the world they eat, eh? Fine. So since we all they eat, the best way for putting at this. Imagine say where you want cook cassava leaf. You put the cassava. You cut we don't cut the cassava leaf, you put it inside the pot. Outside the oil day or the palm day based on how you cook, the maggi, the desire, then all thing begins scatter the left itself. Imagine say anytime you put the maggi the scatter come up outside the leaf, then the float scar up. Imagine say no matter in naka, the green mix. Imagine say you turn palm day, the palm one you know angry fast, you know angry merge with the plazas. Imagine say when you turn the plaza leaf now, all things scatter the place. You don't make cassava leaf, you don't make soup sweet, you don't make food sweet, because we don't put all three mix and together, they make one thing. Now you have the power of agreement. And it show you saying a different check no more. Who soup there is about when I want to say they make out? You never meet up soup when I want to they make out, sir?
No, never.
Or the person just grab and say, well, me, because I don't like agreement and I don't like unity, you know, and they can't make soup, and because I want to be soup for me get taste, all I try to do, I don't turn Maggi. It's not possible. Why? Because the Maggi may need water. And the water need plazas. The plazas need this. You get ogi, you get fish, you get this, you get all the different things you get for make a soup make sense. Imagine say all that things they always they come together, they need agree. Anything they come together and they agree. Sometimes some man not understand what we say. I go talk what they say. They agree. You don't ever turn oil per milk, liquid milk. You turn oil per. You ever notice what that happen?
No.
The oil they float car up. The oil they float car up. They left the milk.
Just turn oil safe up on my side water. You see
the oil they float car up. The water they done. So. Imagine saying that day night they happy way make when they try for cook cassava leaf. All the things that we put, I see they can separate themselves. They separate themselves. You ain't get cassava leaf. The only reason we make all of these things that we are enjoying in this world is so nice and they are so beautiful. It's agreement. It's unity. So we supposed for left for pay attention to the things that we go say they divide we, and pay more attention to the things that we they unify we. Yeah. And the only way that they happen now, if you give the respect where the individual thing deserve to ram. Like we get for stuff this thing so they do where they glorify certain people them or certain ethnic groups them or certain career traits them or certain interests them and take other interests them and watch and water them down and watch them like I say then they beneath we. Imagine as I be talking about just now. Imagine say I think it's like the best another sweet example could be because we can't respect we for thinking like carry there. Imagine say no fisherman not been there. Nobody not been out for eat fish, not out for catch fish. How we forbid they eat fish they like it today? So, but we go see fisherman the one make style pan and say, hey, they smell, hey, eat this. Brother, smell the way they smell now in your way of contributing. It's not like they smell all the time they smell and the time they walk. And that walk then I waiting now for help you. That for you. You ever meet a fisherman when a fish no more they eat? No. He must eat other thing.
Yeah. we enable for go get access
he must
to.
eat other things. So him going to the water, him playing with the fish, is for the rest of mankind. But we know how to give respect to the fisher. We know how to give respect to the carpenter. But when we also get problem, we won't call them. We know how to give respect to the plumber. But where we also we water get issue now, then we get for call. You know that one respect, one respect the minister. You know why we respect us until they can our pockets. We want respect the president because you know we respect us until we go get good relationship or connection. Why this is the problem. The problem of diversity, the problem we find in diversity and in preference is this simple word. It's very, very simple word, selfishness.
Yeah.
Why? The reason we make you dey manipulate preference, the reason we make you dey manipulate diversity is simply because the only thing where you dey try for glorifying yourself. You look for normal that thing where they give you something. You know they look for that thing where they give other person something.
Make a benefit out.
So you see, when they try for look only after we own personal individual pursuits and how it help we. And they make you rather not help that other man win a Timini, or you rather not help that other man win a Limba. You know why? You see and say, if Mina Mende or Mina Krio or Mina Fula or Mina Yalunka, and I help that one day, them go get better thing than pass winner. Yeah. Not knowing that na salon you dey deprive. Not to them you dey deprive. Na salon you dey deprive. You know say, imagine say we grab number one morning, then the people the way they work for me we all get light so they say you know what we strike. That's not the car again.
It's a problem.
Reality. It simply means light not the car again. If you say the one they wouldn't have the ship, they go left their ship work, they can't do the work we will salon brother they for do. No, but you know almost of we they see they will greet them fine. Think about the police. Think about the soldier man. Where you they sleep 12 o'clock night, 1 o'clock morning. Now they in a street. But you know where wake in morning, forget them back that issue. Just go to watch them kind of thing a day. Some man they get no see na us. Now they take care of him picking. Where kind of for all para make it look like I say that use the user all kinds of things. Some man they take in company in picking upline. It counts on a free tongue. He say they can't help him. Where see they can't help door. Turn on no see. At the end of the day, is that right? Look at it means say one what you do. You manipulate the diversity. Instead of you actually celebrate her. That person when they upline so you count, I say, well, you get a different culture, I get a different culture. Man learn from what you don't do and add on to me own. Yeah. That's just it. Some of the things that we struggle with in the economy is simply because the man that we sabi what they sabi, they don't want help the man that we not sabi what they sabi. So we all know say business now principle getter. So because me we own business why you do not diamond, you own business and body they do. I don't go help you with show say, hey, now the same principle if you apply Palatinate, they won't go. You know why? Because you want to make all man say, hey, guy, boy, what they? All of the issues we have when we talk about preference and diversity, all of the problems that we have, they're coming from only one place: selfishness. Yeah. And until we come to the place where we take away selfishness, we will find out, say, that problem then no go end. And people that will continue for suffer. But anyway, family, I just want to open the phone lines there right now. Make una know say, una can feel free for call. The number for call again is 0889719171. We want to make you call and give your contribution. And the question we will get to this engagement question are this. It say, how we go able for embrace change? How we able for embrace diversity? That's alone. Feel free for call the number 0889719171 and make we hear it from you. So, coming back to these wonderful people in the studio, I be want for make we get some take them from Una because I will look at this whole uniformity thing, us being one as a people. Like you know, see some people they no go understand the value of being one, of being uniform, of being I would say integrated. They no go understand what it make important until we hope for show them today. So I don't know. I think I will start with Rebecca.
Jessica. How you call me Rebecca
Jessica?
fast? What happened?
Wow.
Men or be
I'm so sorry.
Men or be
That the
but
car.
it's okay. No, it's okay.
You know, say the car that
no,
do me.
It's
It's a man of you. It's a man of you. Anyway, so Jessica, can you please help us with that? We want to know a little bit about this whole uniformity. Why make uniformity so important, especially when we think about the context of civic responsibility and self-development?
First of all, it for do with enhance problem solving.
Okay.
Like me and you get an issue, you can tell me, pick out your problem, then back out your problem, me back out my own problem. Then everybody, I before give me your idea, you back give me your idea, we before solve the situation on ground. Then secondly, and get for deal with creativity. Which we able for create na society or within we serve or for the next man. And also they try for build self-esteem for one another.
Okay.
And they able for make an organization go before and they able for make an organization establish. Because if you work some side, una not get unity, una not get love for one another. Even the boss member, if you're not able for like cooperate with in workers them, if you're not able for mingle like for try for putting self to in workers them level. I know they say if for can down now for because me workers they am back Africans you don't know. Which are they try for so forget that common understanding. The value na the office and the roles the way they want for make them go and how they for go about be able for like limit itself for calm down small not for be too tense say because na me get here because then they affect we majority. Say I get power past you or I get money past you. You for now you for talk to me. Yes, it's right. Because me and you not so age group that not mean say me and you not age group that not mean say you know for give me respect. For give me respect, myself for give respect. But how we go come together and for make that respect the happen, we just get for understand we safe. We get for try for limit the barrier for say no, me I get sense pass you, I land book pass you, or I the hand pass you, or I get connection pass you. So we get for land say we all now one. When we get issue or when we get a solution to anything, we for able for do them as family, as united family. We not for able for push ourselves aside. We for always see ourselves as a shoulder and try for build up situation and embrace changes then our life because every day things then they happen, things then they change. We for able for embrace the changes in the world every day.
Wow. I like the way they say I like the perspective where you bring them in because like at the end of the day, we as Sierra Leoneans, I believe say we not one people. I not believe say I don't really can see truth be told, I don't really they see ethnic groups, I don't they see tribes. Why? At the end of the day, you know most Mende man they are Sabo they talk Mende again. And almost Limba people that are Sabo they talk Limba. Almost most people but come not begin lost in culture and the language. Yes, I don't begin to happen here in Asylum. We are all mixed. In fact, we're all on salad right now. We all on salad. And at the end of the day, even when we don't reach us, so we still they put tribe. No, I believe right now the only objective we should have as Sierra Leoneans is putting things back in their places. Because also would they so right now based on almost scenario don't come outside from them suppose for the. We have lost a lot of things. We had a lot of different names there people that we know before, and these names are feel like that story now. I hate the fact that the good things about Sierra Leone seems to be the things they talk about that have passed.
Yeah.
Like I say, the one already now, then they do nothing. So how about we stop for those things them no more small, and collectively begin for say, let's value each other and bring ourselves together and do one thing. Just imagine say at least 60% or 50% or sometimes even 30% of Sierra Leoneans them consciously begin for take responsibility for their community. We know go in now so this area the dirty. Don't forget about any other thing. Say you know go tap if you join dirty na your house, you then at this area day. We in this area will say nobody not forget dirty front yours. If you host the dirty, keep it inside yours, not put on a street. We meet dirty front your house, will they hold you responsible? You they pay fine. Something. Start getting people to fall in line. Country then they way you need to eat dust in the streets. Then they. But we even when they don't put street dustbin, they don't call clean salon. Is that you sleep, you wake, you meet person, eat shit front you get. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. Who's tell we they begin for say, may we begin for change? Who's tell we they begin for say, may we begin for take steps them towards productivity, towards accomplishing the Sierra Leonean goal, which is actually coming back to who we are. Because we don't lost ourselves.
Yeah.
We have identity, we get serious identity crisis right now. And even as that, mine didn't take things serious.
Yeah.
So you see, but anyway, Mr. Vandy, what do you get for say about this matter?
Well, talking about unity,
yes,
are we for be united and able for develop ourselves as Sierra Leonean and take up civic responsibility? Well, I'm a practical man, as you know. I like to take things from our Father, being our God. Biblically, the Bible says, can two work together except they agree?
Wow.
It goes with a great question and a great responsibility. Yes, we need to be together. So when we talk about unity, we have to embrace one another. Okay? How can we actualize that? You understand? It's about like where you did by me back. You understand? I did by me back. But you get for accept you fault. And no say, now this now the issue where I do, where I for accept say now this I do. And the other person back get for accept say now this I do. And we stand for one thing, we not change positively. For we self, you understand? And we community as a whole. Because if we want for we really actualize this particular change, we have to be united, definitely. And I can usually say, for us to be change agent, we have to be an example.
True.
You understand? I don't know, I can give reference. You know, we have the three arms of government, the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. I'm sure I'm not going out of content. Why I give this reference, it's concerning what you say. You wake up in the morning, you see shit now you do more, and other countries then they you not get mind put dot in a state, you know. Although we can say they advance, then get camera or whatever. But the legislature now for make law, the executive for interpret the law, the judiciary for punish lawbreakers. If you remember previously, we'll get some laws and all and this we can put in place. You know, for Tory dirty, trash ban and they will be the cleaning and all. But I find out that the implementation in our country is very poor. Total. You know, my brother. That's like who will they come up with your own generation one for change something. But my brother, if na me in charge for cleaning, you Tory dirty, you know, my brother, and they will you. This is what has been happening. So we look at from the top. Okay? Whenever we want to look at change or development approach, we have to look at from the bottom and the top approach and the top-bottom approach. But in this case, I'm looking at the top-bottom approach. Why? Because there where everything starts. Say, well, this not the law that we don't make na salon. This not how for embrace yourself, and this not how change for happen. If you do this thing, now this will happen to you. Then go start at the forefront for the one that way first will be victims. Say at this particular stage, now you will all for this, and now you will get for do this. But wait time they go long, they see everything they do. How for do? Let me left fan. Now this na me fambul. Now we come on Mende, now we come out Simini, now we come out Shabu, now we come out Limba. So how this change will happen now? So that particular individual, they don't get that at the back of your mind. They can say, "Bo, this let we all just do no more way to feel for do." We all get divided mind because development's not change, and change in a process, not to one thing. So we need to embrace yourself and get what we call personal growth as an individual. You understand? Because me do believe in education. I say, how you grow, and so your mindset they change. For able for embrace yourself, because they must they teach you in a school how you for love one another. If you go church or mosques, they teach you how you for embrace somebody. Because why we need to be united? Because if we united, we'll be able to make a great nation. If we united, we'll be able for change. If we united, it will be very difficult let somebody just come out say, if they say, wait, man, they use we. Come on, no more than can no more for can use we. No. But when we divided, Joe Biden don't talk him. He say, where you want to forget black man, use black man. I don't know if you get that. They don't talk him. He say, because, why is talk him? Remember, a president, America. Me while listen and I read that, it's a blow to, it's a slap to my face. You want to get black man, use black man. That is ever say we are not united. They can go bribe because of money, with status or whatever view and get we. So now we, then they use against we. That's what I can put them. So if we united, they're not go able. If we united, all the past glory there, when we look at educational sector, previous years will be the salon they do well. You understand? Religious, we culture, whatever view settings them will be there. We do very, very well, extremely well. But now look at now. Like how you say it's like the one they will do well. It's like we are not trying. We are not doing our best for each there. Why should they do them? But we pass glory then we don't shattered due to waiting. So disunity.
You see this way you talk so?
Yes.
I like you say you don't can go. But at the same time I want to bring also something else to light. It's wonderful, say at least yes, Joe Biden can talk down there because of course you get the results of that. Now we have black Americans. First time black Americans are not be there. Now we have black Americans, we have people that are leaving their countries and they're saying they're citizens now in another country.
In another country.
And now I tell you thank you something about Sierra Leone now, don't put a law. So if you come out of this country, you go to another country, you say you go take citizenship there. Where you can a foreigner, you need to
yes.
So that's one thing I would say is a very good thing because at the end of the day, I may not say you're gonna make us from the guy for deport you.
Yes.
Whenever they say sorry, we don't know you. Sorry, we don't know you.
Yes.
So then
will be actualized.
You may not say if you go, you're on your own. Anything happen, you and there.
Yes, it's your responsibility.
Yeah. So these are things that we have to start setting on the ground. But at the end of the day, this is what I want to pay attention to. We, the Salomon, them, we did now. We can't cast blames on the one day we don't pass if they may make mistake again. Why are they say this? Why? Because we can actually make a change now.
Yeah.
And I don't think say waiting the with man and do we. Now they make you comping brother we now tap at the same area. Go get that you go put in front of your gates nanet. Not just a wickedness.
So we safe. No, that's
just wicked. Just the Pakaba talker. Say Saloma, get bad. About that. You go just grab no more you watch your company. You just want to make your own life uncomfortable. I go take dirty pack around the company house for me mosquitoes full of and killer.
So man can go even shit na company veranda. He say we cup na money less here.
So man, I remember one Sarah been tapped. That's how I been tapped now weeks ago.
Yeah.
The compound, the people that were there around today because I've been big compound. Then when they palm the sheets, and put on a plastic, they send inside the compound. So I was like, I don't understand. And you know the art. Now the fact that you know sitting there and a big woman then pass you, you go watch them now waiting for taxi.
They say you don't fit tired.
I mean, you don't mean me for Alap and possibly big pass me. So I'll go, I just watch that for long, that pass. I know my bedu. Just watch it so. I watch and say that pass. Because at the end of the day, I can't disgrace you or humiliate you and go back and go say, hey, but if you tell me, man, I cannot talk nothing. But at the end of the day, I won't just watch this thing. Come on. We can't say it is the white man's fault for what we are doing now. Yeah, we are not blaming. We need blame the actual. What did they do? Everybody for take responsibility for himself, for your action. Let's come to that place now. Yes. We'll say, okay, we na Salomon. We get an issue. Obviously, we issue right now. We'll get a Salomon. It's one we think poorly. We are not. We not they use brain self well. We also they respond very badly. We don't know how to manage stress. We don't know how to manage emotion. We don't know how to navigate through challenges. What challenges they can Salomon what he go be so negative. I can gladly say sometimes I can gladly say we can try not for do anything, not for protest. You never notice a protest never appears na Salomon person not die. Anytime say a peaceful protest person must die. You know ever peaceful. Person must die. And it's so scary. I'm like, okay, so what thing we able for do where we know well? Like we're going for cat to that place where they say, okay, well, we don't find out that these are the problems. We not able for think well yet. Maybe we subject to self to people that they think. Or you always they think well. Because let's look at it. That man will go school. Truly, if you want for be honest though, in order for able for make out without that man will not go school. Yeah. Why? Everybody that man will go school, get book sense. That man will not go school, get skill. Yeah. And a skill plus and you book sense, get for you the results you need. Now I make if you did like it today, we'll actually we'll get presidents. Not because you ever meet up presidents when they go and fetch food, saying in a fitter, in a farmer, in a this. No, he will take picture, do this and do that. Well, he need you will get the skill for doing for do so. He will get the book sense and get the relationship. Go for use their relationship and then the book sense for bring the results we need as citizens. Them. So then they would at the same thing. You go school, you not go school, you important. And the thing will go for accept. And until we come to the place where we know say, okay, you get your own value. as farmer. You get your own value as miner. You get your own value as plumber. You get your own value as carpenter. You get your own value as banker. You get your own value as a person they work in an asset. Whatever they do, you get your own value. And the only way where this you value you has to therefore be actualized and be useful. Now, if one you able for talk to me fine, I talk to you fine, for me we for agree. When me say we got to think about how we they think, because if we don't know how they think and how we they feel, we have for master them, communication they be very difficult. Now that man naturally way they go we not they go school, they expect that man when they go school get for look down on her already. So if you know somebody where they think well, you know say anytime they approach somebody when they go school, you need to embrace them. With so much love, me understand say I not to use how I use you. I know they see you like you less than me, and you self where they not go school yet. Therefore, accept say me even though I not go school, me self I get me own value. Me self I get me own respect. Me self I get to myself sabi, and no matter what happen, that thing I sabi. So it contribute to society. So I am also I'm also bringing in my own contribution, and when we all respect ourselves in that way, you will find out say. That man where go school and that man will not go school, then they begin for sit down. They think of how me and this person are going to get partnership for me to do something good for salon. How what they do going for join hands, what that name back they do for make salon able for benefits. These are the things we need. But in able for work, if you already know say you get a personal problem, winner obviously you don't know how to talk. You don't know how for act. You don't know how for manage your emotions. You don't know how for think. Small thing they make you begin for. You don't ever meet up person. Hey God. Some people and they they can say no go and play, but their behavior.
Yeah.
That behavior. You go and say, okay, my partner with this person, so we get this skill. Me na book sales I get with small money. I'll put my book sales and my small money and say we work together. But that person they irritate you with how they talk, how they behave, how they relate with you. You're not going to agree. So at the end of the day, the issue is not as a skill, no day, book sense, no day. At the end of the day, check. It's agreements that is the problem. It's agreements. We not before come to the place where we before agree with ourselves. So when you come to personal development, the thing that you for think of, how are they able for develop myself? In that way, are they able for come to that place where people are able for can agree with me, for see me they work with me? How are they for go to that place where it is easy for me person watch me say, oh, but we'll join and me will do something. As I be talk, as I be manage stress, because business get beaucoup stress. Me I not be that kind of person where if person say I can't do business with you, waiting tough, now me they misbehave and the person get for gains because of me. Beaucoup things they get for you think about. You say, hey, me as I be out for plan something, as I be for dress. I sabi for present myself in the public. If I not sabi, even if I not sabi do English, man for do Creole fine. All of these things, language barrier, no language barrier. You say go school, you say you not go school. People and they na other countries they don't sabi English, but they get international businesses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. People in America, one woman they consider one of the richest women in America. If I tell you what he make money with the vex. You see them paper plates and them paper cup they use for program there. Nine come up with the idea. And she started selling it. And from where he started that company, from where he started for doing, take to this moment where he not diet, he not sabi how to talk English, but in America and America established in business. And she is one of the richest women in the world. So you were saying you not sabi talk English, you do not salon.
Yeah, it's a language barrier
not to that.
It's not an excuse.
The issue is you don't know how to deal with your fellow man. That's the biggest problem we get. We don't know how for deal with fellow man.
Not about for build proper relationship at all.
Mm-hmm. So now the thing that so I feel like I say we get for sit down we ask ourselves, how will they help ourselves for go in them things here? Because check, most people you meet up how some people that we get money can talk. When you talk to and say if they help somebody we get skilled but you not get money.
Yes.
Say me I not fit here. And then so and no like I say they knock you down. But they rather say ma import business from other country. I can't sell on a salon rather than I join and with me company salon man and no go simply because of disagreement. Simply because of disagreement.
The statement here you mentioned selfishness. Some people are self-centered. Everything for around them and make sure say them be perfect. Them be and with that mindset, you will find it very difficult for able for establish and helping hand to other person for go. So if we able for target that kind thing inside we as Sierra Leoneans, and therefore no say we all are one, and I can say no man is an island, no man can stand. You know, we all need we safe. Even if you get a billion, as you say, when a lights go off here, I'm not an electrician. It's all the theology or whatever. President.
All of the dark here for
get time. Pastor sit down at the dark, we wait. So you see, everybody need somebody for God.
Anyway, family, then there, not forget, feel free for calling the number 088971 And remember, say this, that the Brunch Show brought to you courtesy of Radio Fry 97.1 FM. Just in case you don't know, waiting Radio Fry stand for, how many you know say we, na Salone, now bet we stand for. We just stand for the citizens of Sierra Leone. And well, yes, we can want for tell you the school winner that's we are the biggest radio in Sierra Leone. Yes, now that's true, we didn't hide by you. But even at that, our heart is with Sierra Leone. It's not about the name for us mostly. Now, make if you check, you will find out say we slogan says, waiting, you talk, we listen. What does that mean? We are trying to give, we are creating a platform that will bring a voice to the Sierra Leonean. You know, we don't hear boku tell the government for the people, of the people and for the people by the people and all of these things. But yet still some people still are part of these people that feel like they are not heard. They feel like their views are not important, and what they have to bring to the table is disregarded. So now we they bridge that gap there. We bring you the opportunity live for me you able to express yourself. For me yourself able to put your views them out there for help Salome for go before and help your other company Salome wherever you go there. So please feel free for calling number 088971 and may yourself go able to give you contribution in this conversation. Just in case you know, you can also watch this conversation through Facebook. Within our Facebook also, you can just go type Radio Fry and you go click on the live link. And after you click on the live link, feel free for just comments in the comment section or share even the link to somebody else who you believe say suppose for listening to something like this and begin for try for begin for change your mind and begin for put yourself at the guy's position. I believe say for day for make we all able for join and Salone. So we don't talk already now about this whole agreement issue because obviously it's very clear we have a serious agreement issue as a people, which actually started long ago, and now we don't reach to this point that everybody is finding international business, international this, international that, and these international people are taking away our livelihood. Now, if you check, people rather buy food in restaurants that are not Sierra Leonean owned restaurants. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. You name and inside the call from, sir.
Me, aside to speak,
yes, sir.
The call from Moab.
You call from Musa, sir?
Moab.
Moab. Okay, can you please speak up and hear you clearly?
Yes, sir. You get me now?
Yes, sir.
So far, tell una thank you. And the people that they talk, na impolia. Now they in place, allow now go to continue radio to radio, and communities to communities. You know, one talk no day when they talk so. You know, somebody feel like say inland. You are we not land like even if they sweep now, see they walk under them, if they stand to zero. You know, take a like say this time a compliment man in first place. And when you look the education of this country, inside the 90%, 25% educated, 75% not educated. Go like check na the village where we come out to Ukaya. Up to this time, people in the sidon na ground for land. Up to this time, education it is to zero. Yeah. So, but if we respect ourselves, we feel like say the person, that carpenter, that engineer, now the same land, now the natural sense where God gave them, now himself they work with you, the country they go before. But whilst the country now, yeah, when you look the neighbor Guinea, where we know they be in Ghana, not to any other thing, they just feel like say anything where you learn, you know, part of the country in development one. Sabi make tia na dey you dey for let you get not all man for go sit down in office. But even the one where they employ in a year for let you sit on an office, if you go there, you put that pen, sometimes our sign is a big sign, you know, it will begin all for you. Data no. Why them pay you for? Now you don't go disgrace the person boss, where they not for you. You don't go make him feel shame. This now spoil this country. And people are where they take now, way educated, where they put them in certain positions, they know they deliver well. But we now and Una, where they talk for we do want the government to open room. Like we even sit in a parliament, like I mean where they talk to we no go school. Let we be a member of that parliament, we follow make sober minded something at this country because we don't thinking is different. Yes, we man land book and the one we not land, they get different thinking.
Yeah.
Because the one we land, you just feel like they mean a book. Now right now they make a get sense. And the man didn't get natural. Because the thing they always then they decide for, they know they decide how the country for go before. Yeah. When you look who's a media now, at the pass offer, and at inside the city. You look the main street of Gas Street, all inside the food and the camp, dirty the park, all. The one they will find at the certain positions them, they don't sell all the beams them. Inside them in the put them for let people them better themselves. So if we get them thinking here, take Maui no land, in a nothing, and the farmer, you know, be nothing, well, at the end of the day, we go to zero. Look inside we don't come out. That's the way you work on the street, they see telephone booth them, land phone. You go to the hospital, they meet say, why now? Thursday, Friday, then they sweep free tongue. Why all the one and they because we not learn for respect to self, people and feel like say no more than they reach themselves, you know? But I tell you now, thank you. Let God better una and let God give una better picking and more than una.
Amen.
For una they don't have they talk.
Amen.
You know, the kind inside me heart. The way how the country on the now.
Thank you so much, Daddy. It's tough. It's really tough. Like you get for like come to a place where God give you hearts for you come be mortal man, for make you able for sit down and think then carry there. I know go hide and pay. Possibly no able like income be mortal man. Able for think over there, and we not able for understand. Say, you see this thing we talk about this agreement. Now, Papa God in will for mortal man.
Yeah.
Not to like I saying different, you know. Inside Papa God in plan. Now that mortal man for agree with in company for make them able for do something. That's what he did. In fact, I remember I read something inside Genesis. Now we see we can to dominion. Where Papa God say we for dominate the earth and all of that. He said let them have dominion. He not say make one person get her. He said them. We mean say until we all come together, integrate we efforts them. We know they able to foresee the change when we want to foresee. Anyway, family, then please call on the number 0889719171 if you and make a contribution. We really want for land from you. We really want for, now Una supposed for talk and we for listen. And we really want for the able for make them their message there, they're very important message there from Una. They reach out there to the world. Because at this point we have to do something. And this is the best way to do something. I'm telling you, this is the best way. For make we all as Salon man, they able to come to that place, we get the same mind. We for think about Sierra Leone in the same light. No, that this man can say this is the rubbish in company do. Now they can know one thing. Let us help ourselves. Let us rise together. That is the only way. That is the only way. And also talking about this whole uniformity thing. Not even can have in mind. You know, say everything but this world. If you check, most man from who can inside this world. Now one thing that they try for do. Now for unite, but we not able it. Today. Because if you check
from time immemorial.
If you check, this is something that is crazy.
We have been struggling for.
Us saying we are citizens of Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone itself is a concept of unity. Yeah. When you say Sierra Leone, it's like the people of Sierra Leone saying, hey, we are one people. Oh. But now look at what we are having. Is it one people?
Oh.
The one we get, they make tribe and the one we not get. The one we in a tribe, they make plan, and the other one back, now that tribe, they but on the same side. If lights on in the world, they in the dark. You know Muslim, you know Christian, you know Fula, you know we all. So what are we doing? Then look, you think about religion, it's the same thing. Religion is trying to bring people together. It's the same thing. You see now, a Muslim, you they keep malice. You're a Christian. Like you see, it's crazy. Of course, you got economy. We'll talk about economy. We'll say economy. Its whole economy is the contribution of citizens. If the citizens don't contribute for economy, they go up. And now we grab, we say, oh, economy. What's it's all of us.
Mindset.
It's all of us. You watch back, you say community is the same thing. You pass an area where they smell, now community down there, but the place they smell, now the contribution of everybody. It's the same thing. You think about, look at the personal way. Think about family. If you meet up family, what they make fine? What they mean? It's the same thing. This unity in the family. Yeah. The papa, the mama not green now. They don't reach to the points now. They picking them back. They misbehave. Now all things just. You meet up there, host there, we nobody name for talk to a company. If the pa vex, somebody need talk to her. If the mommy vex, somebody need talk to her. If Piki vex, somebody need talk to her. So everyone
they do it in feel.
All man they sing their song. Then of course you have marriage. Marriage is also God's way of explaining to us. Hey, what you want for now? Let the two come together and become one. Think about relationship. What if you say me for make you and person say, hey, me this is my lover. It means say you interest and me interest, me interest and you interest. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to become one. Everything about society, everything about mankind is about us being one. So if you as a citizen as alone, you do not say for me you develop yourself as a person. For me you able for one, be a better person. Person will say, I see value in you first and foremost. But man say, okay, let us come and let's work together. Because, I ask you, who that is been in this world where they say, okay, my person will not get nothing for offer? You know they? Yeah. You know they? You're supposed to don't develop some kind of value. You're not a salon right now. You don't pass some age. You're not a big person. You know the work, you know this, you know that. Then they don't say you talk now. That's what when they work now, they
don't grab for go
even if you say, okay, me now my learn for plants, that's something. When you learn for plants, you say, okay, I don't get the skill. I learn for talk to me, come be motor man. Some people are going to want for my plants there. Oh, there are many things you can sit down and think about. You know, they just grab number and say, hey, some people, we have people that have skills that don't have opportunities yet, but we have people that don't have skills and don't have opportunities, and they're grumbling about it again. So you have to think about the ways the way they grow and self-develop. Then also you have to think about why you self-develop. It's because you have a role to play. You have a responsibility. Your responsibility is to contribute towards society. If you know they contribute to nothing, imagine this is like, let's be honest. This is you contributing.
Yeah.
This is me contributing. The question is, what are other people doing? You get people that want their own contribution from who sabi and bribe a body. And the only contribution. Then of course, thinking about that also brings you to the place where you have to also accept certain things. When it comes to working towards agreement, it means we have to pay attention to these words. Firstly, respect. Respect, man, respect you, respect me. You know, some man can say, respect, the way you respect me, now they respect you. But right now, the only salon don't care. Me, I go advise person, if you not respect you, respect that person there. And you know why? Because if we continue for the allow this here for go long, we picking them and go to slave back.
No progress.
It's just fact. No wait for me person respect you again. Just respect all man. That way they me they do. I don't know for that person, but that's the only way me see say they will cry.
That's the appropriate way.
It's the appropriate. And by the way, not to because person respect you. In fact, now according to what me does inside the book the who or the father, I never believe say be say well that will like you like her no more. I believe say what God say what he say if you enemy
like
so you see. So these are things that we must pay attention to. Love is of God. People say, hey, I like me company Salomon. Sometimes in the they do that because of me like for me company Salomon. I embraced people picking because of Salomon. You know, sit down, you come picking they take kush. You say, you ask me picking they take kush. Okay. That is not okay. It affects with society. You could have stopped it. Now people don't see they come, their neighbor picking pan bad, they lock them out and say, you're not to me picking. Now they like today we are fighting with a national issue and it affects world. You know why? You don't need the lock him out. According to our salon be they first check. Anybody they men in company picking. If they meet person picking and street, you beat her. Then go complain at us, you beat them back. You say, I don't say Uncle Joku not beat you for nothing.
Because you do something.
Now, mistake.
But
the parents may ask.
Lawrence, waiting with it right for Senaya, is it? some of them things then you see some man they try for still for implementer. But like as I be say, the one that way big enough for able for CCSD things they are for day in place or for day in line. The same one way they put and don't say no, we don't pass that stage there. I don't go see you picking a street they do bad. I go correct and the way you picking go they complain, where you come now me you the car attack. Like you not even ask waiting the picking do or waiting happen. Same to the politician there or the big one in front. Where you see case scam. Okay, this time a fumble. We should well settle and solo for you see them go start the case fine. Not talk about sexual harassment, rape. So what's girl picking them?
Yeah.
Look how the talk be pop up now the country where we just start. But if you watch right on the topic they gain every day. Some case that they happen self you go just hear you say it happen, but you don't know it's not the way forward, how in they go or waiting and get forward. Because one way or the other, this connects so then they connect so then they. So you need to know they. Nobody not trust the company enough for making handling situation for her. So some man can just say, well, since I don't get money, make her left me case so sorrowful. God day. Some man can say, tell the way for Papa God, la get your balloon quick, la just cross check what's in the happen day. They come back. So like we don't love ourselves at all. Some man they only love you because of waiting you they get from you. Some man they only expect you of waiting you they gear.
Okay. Anyway, me I believe say at this point we all for don't accept self for left or rape we self up. We for don't make up with mind say this post here so na help no matter help. My God, we can talk about this on and on and on and on. But the long and short of this whole conversation is this. Your life as a Sierra Leonean for be service. Yeah. Not to for relax, they wait for me somebody serve you. Because that is what I see that has brought us to this place that we are even having this conversation. The average Sierra Leonean is waiting to be catered for. Is waiting to be helped. Is waiting to be given something for free. The average Sierra Leonean believes that somebody should come and give to him. That make if you watch, even if you listen to some boku radio there, they say, would they beg for make Papa government create jobs for me? From who they talk now, they almost say as this, almost don't come out. If you don't pass 5 years, they talk the same talk. You don't think say for gap now, they say, okay, more left for talk to Papa government. Make I begin for do something for myself and my community. So say Papa government they do something way so big that you not going for start for do this yet now because of the amount of money where they like me. I can just put positive thing in my mind because some man will you don't watch some of the negative one. Say this, that, they thief the money. That's what business are they. The business are that your situation they get worse every day. The one that always you like the situation they get worse every day, and you really don't do nothing than grumble. So at the end of the day, what do you for do? Make up your mind. Say, I actually begin for do something, and another they do. I call me company they all. What do we all go for begin for do now? We go help with community or help with life there or something.
Yeah.
I believe say we don't even pass the time self now.
Yes, I just want to.
I'm just going to give also like an opportunity for me now before saying the last words. Then we'll close.
Yeah, Sierra Leoneans, brothers and sisters out there, listeners from the provincial areas and the one that we free on. I want to give this advice and I want to admonish everybody again. Like what Mr. Lawrence they say and all what we don't say are nothing that we in place. But how we able to actualize them and let it become reality. First of all, looking at people who they say like government for help what I want for this they go to government for implement. It's about making sure they change the mindset of people. People do believe say if Mr. Lawrence become a president by God in power or the current president for fair job opportunity, for then that capacity for make sure say na in for do everything for people na salon regardless of whatever position the country dey or whatever means the country dey. Waiting at the try for drive at here now make we as entrepreneur we dey come and tell people and say everybody is an entrepreneur and everybody go make job facility for himself with waiting he gets an innovative idea where they inside. Not like how you say on depending on 5 years no more, government forgive we, government forgive we, government forgive we. You know they give you sit down. And the Bible say an idle brain is the devil workshop. So if you don't want and they sit down, the Abupan government will provide. Their mindsets they change day by day, they disgone to day by day. So I believe say if we make special orientation or seminar or conference, we will get there some certain youth and people and tell and say government might help. But at least the Bible say they help the way they help himself. So we need to start from somewhere. You understand? You able for make your interaction good with Madam Jessica. We go help you if na go help you, a destiny helper or Madam Lawrence. Mr. Lawrence.
Me they call you Rebecca and they call me Madam Lawrence.
Let's see problem. We go able for create help for particular individual. But people don't just believe say now government for do everything. So I believe so we for need for work on the mindset.
Yes.
And for no say this na so it for happen and this na so it for be. So at least then they go bring change now the personal individual in life and community as a whole. Because carpenter you get money for you must fix bench. Plumber people pipe must boss. Tailor you do as tailor, you do tailoring, you do garata dye. There are a lot of jobs not to pass you go to school. Skills. Where at least you able to go self meet your uncle. You say uncle if na 500 self or you take a loan or whatever, you start up a site for the show machine after we don't train. But if you say you sit down for that long period of time, then they lead to the downfall of the country.
Yes.
Because then people the way they up there get something where they aim at and where they look at when a pressing needs where they get for attend to. No means they don't get for attend to we as citizens, but they get for look at some certain things. They go able know all the happenings. Say they want a segment of people in a bow or corner of return any job. Now so them for look at it. But me go advise people and say self-growth, self-development, it creates an impact now in life. I create a self-job for myself few years back when I enter college. How I do am? I get some 1 or 2 constraints. It's money. And I teach you. I say I sabi teach class 6 from 3 and 1 level. Sir, the teacher say I college. Okay, we defend for you picking them. Look at create my job. We months done. I be they see the progress where they can. I get a class 6, Becky level and was. I not create for me. Say I wait for government. I do not wait because I have something inside me where I be the deliver and the parents and the community will be there by then. Appreciate them. They pay me money where I will get for able go about me 1 or 2 business. Later, if government will can for help me now, I will help myself. So you see, again, I want for we understand say, we all are one people, regardless of the ethnicity, regardless of the tribe, regardless of who side the person come on, not a person choosing self for Bimende or Timini or Loko or Shabo. But let we come together, you understand, and hold we self and embrace we self. With that, we will make a remarkable change. We will make a remarkable impact. I can usually say this word before I go. It's a quotation. There are many people destiny which are tied into yours. So because of that, you have to make it. I'll repeat myself. People and destiny tie into your own. So because of that, you have for maker. When me Philip make an alive, not so for me one. Probably mama and papa say they get for reach them. People are there around me first. I get for begin give them. So you have to get this at the back of your mind. Say when I become successful in life, not so for me one. I get for share that thing to everybody. So I hope say this go be good enough for you all.
And Sister Jessica, and if you for calling me Jessica,
this Rebecca connection.
Sister Jessica,
Well, me go say, in all this, so we don't talk preference and diversity. We just get for no say in anything what we do for build a strong relationship or partnership. We get for agree, we get for understand, we get for believe. Say anything we two can together for doing something where we get for all responsibility of whether good or bad. We just get for no say. Now we make this decision. Now even the government na salon today, now we vote, now we put on our power. So anything will happen, any bad will happen, any good will happen. Now we say self we get for all responsible. So before we ever make decision, whilst we go to think for process we get for no say. Before we open we must for say something or do something more we know say na the right thing and we want for all responsibility of us. Thank you and wanna continue for good listen.
Well, me go end with just a simple quotation from Theodore Roosevelt, and it says, this country will not be a good place for any of us to live in unless we make it a good place for all of us to live in. I'm going to read it again. It says, this country will not be a good place for any of us to live in unless we make it a place that is good for all of us to live in. Please, left that in your mind. What they do, always we they do today, say they do tomorrow, till they meet back. Stay tuned to Radio Fry Fry. Thank you so much. Tata.
Hey you! Be part of the Listening Radio every Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m.